Hello, everybody. Welcome to Carter Club. We have the TR Show and TR News and Reviews, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Harold Jonathan videos, El Negro JV, Niflo, and Rambling Recruiter was here. Thanks for coming. I don't see anybody here now. Let me turn off this sound. All right. Can you hear what's going on in my background?
If I can hear your background,
Yeah.
I can't hear distinctly what is making a sound, but yes, I can hear
I'm
some
right next
background.
to
Yeah.
the turtle tank, so it has a waterfall.
Oh, I thought, yeah, it sounded like something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So last night when I was trying to figure out a topic for today, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about today, I went through many topics and I was searching, and I looked up at the time and it was 11:11. So this happens to me very often in my life.
Oh, wow.
11:11 and 4:44 always pop up when I seem to look at the clock. Those are the times I seem to look at the clock. So I actually went in last night because it popped in my head. What's like the true meaning of 11:11? Because I've always thought every time that happens, I'm like my angels are trying to tell me something, or somebody's trying to tell me something. So I went in and searched it and came across this site called Willow Soul. And right when I got in there, the top of it said, "You were led here." So I was like, this is going to be the topic. And then I've been wanting to do something on 11:11 for a while because when I first started coming to the TR show, one of SF Rose's videos, I think was a birthday video to you or a birthday tribute. That's
Mm-hmm.
when I found out you were born on 11/11. So that's just like another sign to me that says I am where I'm supposed to be. So our paths were supposed to cross for a reason. So that's why I told her once that I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be with you guys for some reason. So, but I just wanted to start out by reading some of this, and it's pretty long, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to read. So those of you that are coming in, I'm going to not be able to see the chat. So we have Jesse McNeil here now. Thank you. Welcome for coming. So if you just bear with me to read through this, then we'll do kind of a welcome. And thank you for coming to the show. So we have the 5 reasons why you are seeing 11:11 and the meaning of 11:11. Did you just see 11:11? You are guided here to find out the meaning, which is what got me to stay last night. Some believe that the actual meaning of 11:11 is a number sign that angelic beings are close by. They come with love and protection, and they want to bring you clarity and guidance. So when you see 11:11, trust that it's an angel message for you to decode. Significantly, 11:11 is the number of masters who impacted humanity and shifted the vibrations of our earth throughout history. The ascended masters like Buddha, Jesus Christ, and Kuan Yin are sending you the message that you are a divine aspect of the Creator, a master at being yourself in human form. You're being reminded that you came here to make Earth a better place for future generations. Remember, you can make a positive difference in the lives of many or change the world through one person. Seeing 11:11 is the trigger to set you on your path to make your mark in this existence. The world is grateful to have you. Universally, it's no coincidence that every year from November 11th until January 11th, you're going through a period called the months of divine trinity. All in all, this is a divine time that brings tremendous opportunities for you to wake up and embrace your true divine light. It's important to understand that there is more than just one reason why you could be seeing 1111 repeatedly everywhere. It's crucial to pay attention to your surroundings and carefully sense what 1111 means to you. As a guide, here's a list of the 5 common spiritual meanings and reasons of why you are seeing the number pattern 1111. So the first one I have listed, it's saying to pay attention to your thoughts as an opportunity portal is opening up for you. So one of the meanings that the universe has sampled your thought sequence, and whatever you were intensely thinking about will manifest almost instantly in your physical reality. So if you are feeling really good about the thoughts that you are focused on, rest assured that the thoughts you are sending to the universe will soon manifest in your life. So that's where I get like positive vibes and thoughts reap in positive. However, if you're having a thought that triggers an unpleasant feeling, you understand that you can shift your thought to a more positive one in order to attract a positive experience in your reality. In this event, 1111 or even 111 is a message from divine angel beings that you need to monitor your thoughts with greater attention and make sure you are focusing on the things that you want and not the things that you don't want. According to Dolores Cannon's Between Death and Light, thoughts are energy. The soul manipulates energy. Thinking is the manipulation of energy. Hence, a thought is a willful act, and it is powerful enough for creation. So when you see 1111 numeric sequence, trust that it is a divine sign that an opportunity portal is opening up for you and allowing your thoughts to manifest with the speed of light, whether you want it to or not. Overall, the meaning of 1111 is to pay attention to your thoughts. Most importantly, remember that you will always have the Creator and your divine team of angels and spirit guides with you. So when you need their help to change unpleasant thoughts to more positive ones, all you have to do is ask. And in asking for help, you are learning how to receive. Keep in mind, when you're open to receiving, you become a channel for all the blessings from the universe to flow through you. And you start to notice the healing and growth opportunities that are all around you. In this way, the universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed. Excuse me, and ultimately helping you wake up to who you truly are. So when you see 1111, be aware and open to all the blessings around you. So that right there, I think, kind of confirmed for me how I was led to you guys. Because right now you're actually helping me to hopefully become more successful at this YouTube. Because I'm still learning things day to day. So the second meaning they have is everything is the result of your thoughts and feelings. All the things that exist in your life are the result of your thoughts and feelings. Whether you think about the past, present, or future, you are using your energy to create a vibration within you that attracts things with the same vibration to you. So in other words, when you spend time remembering the past, observing the present, or imagining the future, your specific thought activates a vibration that draws ideas, people, and experiences with matching vibrations to you. Simply put, you attract whatever you're mainly thinking about. By way of example, you can attract financial lack in your life if you have affirmative thoughts about financial abundance because your thoughts of wanting financial abundance were born from feelings of financial lack in the first place. So in this case, it's important to change the way you feel about your money situation so you can feel excitement about your finances rather than worry, because the vibration of worry can attract the lack of financial abundance. You understand that it's important to shift your feelings from a low vibration state of lack to a feeling that is higher vibration, such as excitement. The key is to raise your vibration so there is an improvement in the way you feel. The more relief you feel, the more positive feelings you'll experience, and eventually you'll reach a higher state of vibration so you can attract more positive experiences. All in all, when you see 1111, you understand that every thought you think is already an affirmation, and you are simply affirming your truth. Because of this, it's essential to replace a negative thought with a more uplifting one. So the next time when you focus on what has gone right in your life, you can attract right to happen again. Instead of thinking negative thoughts, always have positive, positive, positive. Third meaning, a deceased loved one is sending you a message. Now, I got this 1111 a lot a couple months ago. I kept seeing it. And the first thought I had was my grandfather, who has passed, was trying to send me a message. And I actually reached out to my grandmother, who was still living, and found out that she's been, because I talk to her, I see her on Facebook a lot, and I talk to her, but not often because she lives a few hours away from me, not as often as I want to. So at that point, I hadn't talked to her probably in 2 months or so, and I found out that she had been hospitalized, she was sick. Nobody told me, nobody said a thing. She didn't say a thing. None of my other relatives said a thing. That she has congestive heart failure, so she's been sick. So at that moment, I felt that Grandpa was trying to give me some sort of message, and when I called Grandma, that kind of affirmed it for me. So a deceased loved one trying to send you a message. So in addition to seeing 1111 as a message from angels and spirit guides, the number code can be a way for a deceased loved one to connect with you. Your deceased loved one may have attempted to contact you in other various ways, but one of the effective ways to capture your attention is with this number sequence. So when you're seeing 1111 repeatedly, your loved one from beyond is trying to give you a message. Although the meaning of 1111 can relate to your deceased loved one's date of birth, time of death, or other significant anniversary or event, the important key is to be aware of the synchronicities around you so you can recognize and understand the messages that are meant for you. Whether your departed loved one was your parent, spouse, child, or other close family member or friend, they may simply want to let you know that they're okay. Other times they may want to help you, to comfort you, or let you know that they are with you. No matter how far you feel from your departed loved one, trust that you're being watched over, and most of all, trust that you are perfectly where you need to be at this present moment in time. And remember, when you see 1111, you are in the presence of peace. In addition to this, the death of a loved one can open the doorway to an awakening or arouse your spiritual gifts within you. You are given a chance to transform and be reborn. In this sense, waking up becomes the last gift from your departed one. You begin to let go of old habits and beliefs to make room for the new life that is unfolding completely in front of you. By realizing this and taking the steps to become your true self in a way, you are honoring the life and memories of your deceased loved one. So when you see 1111, it's a good reminder to stop and think of your departed one and treasure what your loved one meant to you. Cultivate the seeds that are planted in you and let their essence radiate from you. And above all, In the big scheme of the universe, have faith knowing that you will be reunited with your loved one once again. Fourth meaning they have here is you are on the path of awakening as you remember yourself. Whether you're seeing 1111 or 111 number patterns, you're being called to awaken. Visually, 1111 represents columns of gates. It is a direct channel that opens between you and your higher self. 1111 is the point of merging the physical and non-physical realities of you. When this happens, it's time to stop any ordinary activity you're doing and look at the bigger picture of your life. With various cultures and religions on your planet, you realize that you're living among different groups of people. It's a blessing because it gives you the opportunity to get inspiration from seeing new ways of doing things or discovering needs you didn't know existed. It is your connection to each other that reignites the fire in your soul and stimulates creative ideas to make significant changes for your world. For this reason, you understand that different talents allow you to help one another and appreciate one another in different ways. Most importantly, you realize that your differences help you learn how to understand, accept, and cooperate with each other. So if we had more of this type of thinking on Earth, it would be a much happier place. This key understanding helps you remember the importance of being connected in the same human family to progress and evolve. Oh, I lost my place. To progress and evolve one race. This is all part of the universe's master plan. Taking it to a deeper level, you begin to realize that you are perceiving as imperfect in any part of your life. It's actually the universal creator seeing perfection on the divine level. Imperfections are simply imperfections to you, but not to the universe. Therefore, what you see as a disappointment in your life, the creator sees as an opportunity for learning and soul growth. On the soul level, your consciousness evolves and you start to see life with new eyes. Instead of making decisions with your head, you start making decisions with your heart. For this reason, you begin to see your truth. Trust that you're on your path to awakening. Trust that everything is unfolding perfectly for you. And most of all, trust that all is well for you. Furthermore, 1111 is a coded molecular structure of remembering and reactivating the inner master that resides within you, your true self. Remember, it is a term that emphasizes the idea of putting the pieces of yourself, your members together, into their rightful order. In any way, remembering who you really are. In this sense, the meaning behind 111 is related to your biological ascension because it is the gateway towards ascension. You see clearer and you're moving to a higher energetic vibration. So whenever you see 1111, the cellular memory is reactivated within you. And you have this sense that you are remembering something that you've long forgotten. Hence, when you are in the presence of 1111, this number pattern is awakening your memory. You are remembering your true divine nature. You remember that you were created with the spiritual DNA of the divine creator, and your unique design originated during the process of your spiritual creation before physical birth. Thus, when you look at the master plan, you remember that you are an individual piece of the universal creator, and collectively, we are the whole universe, which I believe is something the TR show talks about a lot, right?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Okay, let's go. Last meaning, and then I'll let you put your 2 cents in, TR. The fifth meaning of 1111 is to set an intention or make a wish and take action. So whenever you see 1111, know that it's a wake-up call of divine intervention. It's time to make a wish and realize your intention can manifest for your higher good. and for all mankind. Remember, it's the intention of the thought itself that counts. As a human, it is natural to ascend and descend continuously, with every thought you think and every word you speak. Within each breath, ascension is born in each and every moment of your life. In this way, you are growing toward the light at your own pace, and you are moving at the direction to be one with the universal creator. So when you see 1111, you understand that you need to take the first step towards your inspired idea or thought. In this regard, the meaning of 1111 is that you are being called for action to transform your thoughts into physical reality. What were you thinking at the moment when you saw 1111? Follow the signs. You are awakening to your true self and are being divinely guided to your purpose. So I thought that was very interesting because a lot of those meanings resonate within me. So I wanted to know the true meaning of 1111, and I felt like I was led to the place where I needed to be at the moment. And if you hear Uncle growling in the background, it's okay. He does that from time to time if you hear that weird noise in my background.
Yes, I heard it and was wondering what that was.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
It sounds like he's vomiting.
He does this. He suffers from mental disabilities, so he does this thing of this guy makes that noise. So
Okay,
he's good though. All's good.
okay,
He's just very loud today.
okay. All right, I want to make sure that everyone out there is hearing me clearly. So if you can hear me clearly, let me know. I'm about to say hello to you, but I don't want you to miss the hello and then I have to say it twice because I'm only going to say things 11 times tonight. All right, with that said, we want to welcome those that are coming in from the Blacklight Records. We want to thank those for continuous support. I want to also thank Soldier Fija, Amy Carnival. Oh, no, I am the Soldier Fija. All right. I want to say big up to Amy Carnival, Vermont Painting Photos, Aisha. Um, okay, you can hear me clearly. Okay, great. We have CJ's Info, Vibing with the Rude Girl, 72, Vermont Painting Photos, Tony Damien. Where is the fridge? And also fridge against human. No, humans against fridge. You know, we need those people in the chat because the chat will not be successful without um, the fridge and human against fridge. SF Rose is saying 1111, 1133, and 333. Those are the numbers that she see oftentimes. And I can attest to that because whenever she sees the numbers, she throw a fork at me or a knife or a spoon, or sometimes she might throw a pair of shoes at me to say, hey, it's 1111, or it's 1133, or it is 333, something. All right. So there's almost not a lot for me to say about the number 1111, and I'm going to tell you why. There's not a lot to say. It's because the first reason is Carter Club has said everything that I would say about 1111. But to add to what she's said, or to give my little 11 cents, to give my little 11 cents, what I would oh, there goes the fridge. That's right. Now I am happy the fridge is in the building. Now we are waiting for humans against fridge, and then the chat will be complete. All right. So big shout out to Blacklight and the crew coming in, and I am 1111. I am the meaning of 1111. I was born the 11 of the 11, and you know my entire life has been about 1111. So for me, you know, this is my everyday life. So there is not even much to talk about, and as I said, I would tell you why. Um, there's not a lot to talk about. It's just like when a particular fruit tree was in your house, or no, sorry, was in your surrounding, whether it was in your backyard, front yard, side yard, or if you have the plant in your home, you don't find it as what should I say? You don't find the whole thing as enthusiastic as others outside would be enthused to have a tree like that in their yard, because you were raised with it. I remember as a child when I was growing up, my father used to sell ice cream. And, while other children used to be, they wished they lived at my home so they could get the ice cream. And we at the home were tired, us at the home were tired of ice cream. Ice cream was like the norm for us, so it didn't come off as anything important or anything that is all tasty and nice and delicious. We were tired of ice cream. So I'm saying, you all can talk about 11/11 and, the signs of 11/11 and the significance of 11/11 because, as I said, my entire life, I have been 11/11 all the way, born 11/11, see 11/11, met girls who used to see 11/11, and when I turned up in their life, it was, like I was an angel sent because I am 11/11. So with that said, I think there's not much to say, really and truly, because Carter Club, for those who are just coming in, you have missed it all. Carter Club has just read a whole 11 paragraph of 11/11. So she's been reading since 7 o'clock and it is now 7:45. So she's been reading for a very long time.
It is not.
Humans Against the Fridge has arrived and the chat is totally perfect. I don't know that it
Chat
means
is complete.
you are an angel. Aisha, what you talking about? All right. I will explain to Aisha because Aisha is trying to debate my 11/11 TR being an angel. I will explain to you what I'm saying. So, when I was born, the 11th day of November was actually a Saturday morning in 1978. And my mom told me that when I was born, the what do you call the nurse that delivers the baby? Um, the housewife, the home wife, the
Midwife.
midwife, whatever that person is. She, I still remember my midwife name until today. Her name is Michael, Nurse Michael. My mom said when Nurse Michael delivered me, and I was not delivered at a hospital, I was delivered at home. She said, the nurse said, if it was not customary for nurses to bathe babies, they wouldn't have, done that to me because I was born so clean. There was no blood, there was no fat, there was no moist, there was no wet. I was born dry and clean. Nothing. Nothing at all. I'm serious. That's what my mom said. And they said I didn't make a sound when I came out. It's almost like I was waiting to come out and I was prepared from the womb. So when I came out, bam! I was looking around, not saying anything, and they wondered, no, this baby is too silent. So one thing that they did, they slapped me very hard as a child, as a newborn baby. They slapped me. And they said that I made 3 sounds. Only 3. So you see, I made 3 sounds that signifies the 3rd of April. From I was born, I made a sound that signifies the 3rd of April. And then I was 11/11, an angel sent to the 3rd of April to deliver. I'm kidding, excuse me. Oh my God. So Aisha, I beg to differ. I am not trying to debate it. My baby was born 11/3. What? 11? You know what? I have to be seen wrong. 11/3/11, and she had surgery at 11/11. I believe that is special. That day is special. I just don't know that it means TR is an angel. Yeah, yeah. Aisha, Aisha, Blacklight Records. Can you please remove Aisha from the chat for me, please? Thank you. And then we can continue with the discussion. Oh Lord, um, yes. So Aisha, I'm going to I'm just going to ignore you for the time being. You see, I am just going to ignore you for the time being. One day you will understand. I am not going to tell. I'm not going to debate any further of my angelic appearance on planet Earth. I am only doing what I am only doing what little big sisters do. Little big sisters. Aisha, I thought you were my mom. How did you become my little big sister? You were supposed to be my mother. That's what I was told 2 hours ago. Talking about
I
sister.
thought I heard that wrong. I was like, did she just say that?
I was trying to pretend like I didn't hear it, and I was hoping that everybody didn't hear it. But then I realized that quite a few people heard it, including Aisha being my mother. I am still wondering how she arrived at Aisha being my mother. And is it because she's Thomas, or is it
Oh,
because
maybe. I have no clue. I thought, oh, Tiara's mom's in the chat, and then she said Aisha. I was like, no. Did she just say that?
ah boy. I'm not sure what led her to believe that Aisha was my mom. So when you were born, you make no sound, then you were slapped, then they slapped you, and you said the TR show. Exactly, CJ's info. Three sounds, the TR show. The TR show. You know what I mean? So you're definitely correct right there. We have empath embracing life. Thank you for coming. I think I'm seeing this person for the first time. So
Yeah, me too.
I want to say special welcome to empath embracing life. Am I seeing correctly, or am I seeing correctly? Because I think that's what I see.
We
Spe-
also have Cooking Inamo, welcome, and Cindy Randall. And special shout out to Triple Deuce Scratcher, who's here. He didn't realize it was my live that he was getting the notification for. So thanks for coming.
yeah, thank you, Cindy Randall, as well. I want to tell you special thanks for coming all the way from Toronto. I know you must have driven for at least 25 hours to be here tonight. Thank you so much for coming in. Listen Well is here. The fridge is here. We also have Cooking in the Mo. Thank you for coming. Cooking in the Mo. I changed my name, the Care Show, formerly Amy. Oh, okay. When I saw the word empath, I thought the very same thing, but I wasn't sure. Well, good to see you, and a very nice name change, by the way. I must say that's not a bad one.
Yeah, nice name. We have Vibing with the Rude Girl 72 here. Thanks for coming. But I don't know what else to say about 1111 other than,
Well, there is not much else to say about 1111. As I said before, I am 1111. So, guys, if you want to talk about 1111, if you talk about TR, that will be talking about 1111. So just go ahead, take it away, talk about TR. I am 1111. I am the meaning. The real giveaway guy. Oh, real giveaway guy is in the building. Hello. Thank you for coming. Real giveaway guy, you need to stay in this chat for the duration of the chat, sir. If you ever leave this chat before the end, I will find you personally and persecute you. That's right. Thank you for coming in, the real giveaway guy. We appreciate your presence here.
Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, let's talk about TR and 1111. How amazing he is. No, but
Well,
I've always thought, which is really weird because nobody's ever told me, because probably for the last year, I see 1111, I see 111, and I also see 444, which I'm not sure the true meaning of the 444 because I didn't look that up, but I do see that often on the clock. A lot of times when I go into other channels, their videos are like 11 minutes, 11 seconds, or 1 minute, 11 seconds change from the store. So I get the 1111 a lot. So I've always felt like, okay, somebody's trying to give me a message, but I've never really looked it up until last night when I saw the time and I was like, oh, let me go in here and look up what is the true meaning of 1111, and then that popped up, and that just affirmed to me that this is going to be your topic because I had many other topics to talk about, like stress, sleep. Um, are you a dog person or cat person? Doing volunteer work, and I just wasn't happy with any of that until I saw the 1111. It was like, this is it. So it was an easy choice. And then that, like I said, that just affirmed to me, with you being 1111, that I am where I'm supposed to be. Our paths crossed as they should have. So
oh, and excuse me. What's his name? CJ's info. Oh, hold on, let me just drink some of this water. I don't know. I think a grain is crawling down my throat. A peanut grain is sliding down my throat.
you got burning up the roads here. Thanks for coming.
But CJ's info. Um, 7-Eleven is a enterprise. Um, Amy, what you mean again? Again what? Again? What does that mean, Rose?
A green.
Oh, okay. Amy, so what is this? What is it supposed to be? Um, so 7-Eleven is a. We all know 7-Eleven being an enterprise, and I am sure, if you should look up the owners of 7-Eleven, there's a strong chance something happened at 7-Eleven why they chose to name their enterprise 7-Eleven. There's a strong I didn't say franchise. I said enterprise. Well,
That's probably true. Something happened around or with those numbers or on that date, and they chose the name at 7-Eleven. It's probably true.
CJ's info. I never thought about the difference between franchise and merchandise. I think did I say merchandise? No, you see, you have me talking. I said I said enterprise. You said franchise. Um, you have me thinking now because I've never thought about the difference between the two. But now that you mention it, I am now thinking of the difference between franchise and merchant. Not I'm saying merchandise again. Enterprise. Now, the enterprise is the establishment. The French fries. You know what?
Oh, French fries.
You know what? I am done. I am not reading any more messages. Not reading anymore. You see?
Listen Well says he was born at 7-Eleven on the 30th of April in 77. I think that I see 444 a lot, or the number 4 a lot, and I always have associated that with being my lucky number because I'm the 4th of July. My mother was in labor for 4 hours and 4 minutes, and I was born at 4:04 a.m. So I've always equated number 4 as my lucky number. So I don't know if that's true or not, Listen Well, but you got some 7s and 11s in there. Let's see, what's the difference between...
All right, Amy. I've never caught into a position where I speak nonsense. I mean, normally when I'm speaking nonsense, it's deliberate. When I'm speaking nonsense, it's normally deliberate, and everybody can tell that I am deliberate in spewing nonsense. But I think I was caught in between somewhere, and I just said something that probably didn't make any sense. You see, so guys, forgive me. Forgive me. I am not the type of person who speak nonsense or things that don't make any sense. And for a minute a while ago, I think I probably sound a little bit dumb, you know, because you mix me up, you know. I said enterprise, you're talking about franchise, and then I started putting even merchandise in what I was saying. I'm like, what's going on? I would agree with
Are you laughing at CJ?
yes.
Well, if you want to come up and talk about that experience, I actually have seen dead people too. I've seen my grandfather, so sitting on my couch, clear as day, like maybe 20 years after he passed away. So it's happened. It happens.
Yes, it definitely happens. All right. All right. I'm going to, this is the link. I'm dropping the link. So that's the link right there. If you want to come on up here and share your thoughts on 1111 or any number in particular, what if the number you keep seeing was 337 or 545 or 1145, you know? It happens. That's right, Amy Carnival. It happens, you know? It happens. Humans against the fridge, you have been hypnotized by the evil fridge TR. That's right. That is correct. I have to be hypnotized. Did I say hypnotized?
Yes,
What is yes,
hypnotized.
right. By the evil fridge this evening. That could it happens, that's right.
Oh, see,
424.
it's 444 right now, and I just looked at the clock.
Oh my god, yes, that's correct. It is 444 here as well.
In my neck of the woods, it's 444. California time, not New York time or New Jersey time.
Right, right. Not New York or New Jersey. That's why I said where I am at it is 440 445 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to come up and hit that link and talk about any type of number sequence that you see, I think that if you see a particular number, like TR said, whether it be 1111 or 444 or 1133, there's a reason behind it. And you should research it to find out what can the meaning be. Because the universe has a way of talking to us, and I think a lot of people block that out or don't listen. But I guess if you don't believe in that type of stuff, then you would ignore it, right? But I believe in the universe and the divine creator and God. So I know there's a sense of we all vibrate at different, um, how would you say it? We all vibrate at different paces. Some vibrate higher than others, some are lower, because we're all energy, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So, I
That's
mean, we are miracles, all of us, the human race. We started somewhere. I don't know if we came from aliens, though. There's those people that believe we came from aliens. I don't know. Nobody wants to come up?
maybe if you drop the link, it will be more visible. So you go ahead and drop the link in the chat. So they probably think I'm dropping a link to somebody's channel. So but
Link dropped.
yes, there's a link, guys. We have 15 minutes to discuss what
Yep.
you see in your numbers. What do you think about numbers? Do you believe in numerology on a whole? What do you think of numerology? Do you believe in it? Do you believe numbers are significant, or do you believe they have significant meaning, different from just counting? They are not just counting 1 to 10, 1 to 11, 1 to 100, but numbers has no drop. No dropping your own link in the chat.
So the empath embracing life, Amy says, I truly believe that God gets our attention in any matter that we are able to notice, whether it be numbers, feathers, coins, etc. Personal thing. I believe that too. It doesn't always have to be numbers. It could be any sort of thing that you see often or find, like pennies from heaven. I don't know if you ever heard that expression, but pennies from heaven. So if you're finding lots of pennies, whatever thought, it could be the same thing as with numbers. Whatever you're thinking at that moment in time could have some significance to why this is happening. We got CJ here. Let's see.
All
There
right.
he is.
Vermont, before you
Hey,
go.
what's going on, guys?
Okay, somebody's here. Hey, who's that? Is that CJ?
It was CJ.
Okay.
Now we
Hey,
have
CJ.
turning up the roads here. Let's see. Let me bring her up. We lost you, CJ. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
You have
So,
some stories?
yeah. So for me, the number that I see or that I have a relationship with, I'll say, is the number 100. And I'm not sure why it's 100, but whether it is like it was counting was mentioned ago. Even though I could get from 1 to 100 by counting any particular numbers, sequence of numbers, it has to be even numbers before to get to that 100. And it's always 100. It's what I see in things adds up to 100. And I did back in my 20s dabble in numerology, but I became obsessed with it, and I also felt some negativity around me. I didn't know if it was the cause or the consequence or whatever, but I stopped. But for a long time, the number that I associate seeing is the number 100
Interesting.
in whatever form. But always, if it's in my head, I have to count it out, but by even numbers. It's really weird.
Have you ever looked it up to try to figure out why or what significance it had to you?
I think I know what the significance the number 100 has to me. I think it has to do with there's a sense of completeness, 100%. 100 represents a particular amount, and and that to me would be something that makes sense, because I try to do things at 100% at least, and so 80 or 75 or 60 or 30 or 20 is not something that resonates in me. So that, as far as if I were to just come up with a reason or why I think that that's it, I would think, knowing my personality, that's it.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of
So
sense.
it was interesting that I stumbled across this just now.
Well, I appreciate you coming.
Thank you for letting me share what my experience was.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
You have a good one.
All right.
You too.
All right. I'm going to share a secret with you guys, and this is from. So I'm going to take you into a psychology class right now, since I kind of I am stronger in that area. I'm going to tell you something that you probably never noticed before now. And I'm not saying that I practice lies. It's just that this is psychology. And I just remember this when I see Vermont Paint and Photos say he never sets his time to an odd number because he hates odd numbers.
Yeah.
Now, if you were telling somebody, let's say a lie, you were telling a lie. I should not say a lie, but that's what I want to say. Or no, let me not say a lie. If you wanted to convince somebody with a number, like you weren't sure of the number, but you want to convince somebody. So let's say you went to a concert in New York, and you wanted to convince your friend of the amount of people that came to the concert, and you would have said there was 100 people at the concert. Now, if you use an odd number is believable than the even number. The odd number is more believable than the even number. If you said 70 people were present, 71 is more believable, 69 is more believable, 73 is more believable, as opposed to 70, 80. 80 people were present, 100 people were present, 90 was present. The between numbers, especially the odd numbers, is more believable. If you were trying to convince somebody of a particular number of time. Let's say you wanted to say, all right, I was calling Amy this morning. I called her phone, and I want to exaggerate a little bit about the number of times I called her phone. And I said, Amy, where were you this morning? I called you 20 times and I couldn't find you. For some reason, 19 times is more believable. I'm not sure if it makes any sense, but if I said I called you 19 times this morning, to think of 19 takes more effort than to say 20. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that goes with like sales prices too. I know, like if you're buying something for, instead of saying $18,000, you're going to buy this car, it's $17,995.
Yes, yes.
People, think that's a better deal for some reason.
Absolutely. There are so many significance. There are so many significant of numbers, and it is one of the same reason. It's one of the same reason why you will go into a store and you will see a car, or you will see an item or a product for $999. Why didn't they say 1,000? They had to say $999 give you one egg, and just that 1 cent seemed to make a difference, because it is not 1,000. It is 1 cent less,
You're
1,000.
saving a dollar.
And for some reason, it feels like it is less when you're really spending 1,000, because at the end of the day, when you get back 1 cent from $1,000, you spent $1,000.
Right. Okay, we lost CJ again, but we have Triple Deuce waiting. I'm gonna bring him up.
Oh yes, bring him on up.
Hey, Mud. Let's see if I can.
How's it going, Carter Club, TR Show? How you doing?
Hey, Triple Deuce, what's up?
Oh man, I saw this link pop up that said 1111. What does this mean? And I said, wait a minute, is that Carter Club? Because I'm telling you, no lie, for the past year, I've just like you, Carter Club, for the past year, I've been seeing that number everywhere. I thought it was crazy. You see that movie 23 with what's the funny guy? They sees the number 23 all the time.
No.
What's the guy that plays Jim Carrey? He has a movie called 23. He sees that number all the time. I felt like that. I'll see that number on receipts. I would stop and pay for gas. The gas would stop at 11:11. Every time I look at the clock, it's 1:11 or 11:11 all the time. So I'm shocked to see that someone else out there is seeing the same numbers I'm seeing.
You were led. See how that works?
Yeah, I called my mom and said, Mom, I saw it again, 11:11. Look, I know she's tired of me saying it, but yeah. That is crazy.
I do too when I see it. I'm 11:11. I announce it.
Yeah, but I came here like halfway through the show, so I need to rewind and see what you said about 11:11 and the significance. I need to find out the 5 reasons for it.
Yeah, you have some angels around you.
Yeah, that's why I looked up. It says angels watching. I said, oh really? Because I was playing the lot. I was playing scratch. I said, what's that number? 11? Give me 11 of those numbers so I can scratch it off. I thought I was gonna win the lottery for sure. So every time I say 11:11, that's what I go for. Is that 11? Okay, yeah, give me one.
Well, I'm glad you saw it and that you came up and talked on panel. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I see her in the chat. I appreciate it. Now my little girl's in there. She's ready to jump in, so I need to run.
All right. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
All right. So we have CJ back now. I see coins. I don't know what's he doing. What
1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 11 11 11 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4
What you doing with your change, CJ?
1 2 3 4 5. No, I'm just messing with you guys. No, I actually just found a gold dollar in my coin there. $1. You don't normally see these.
Oh.
Anyway, let me switch the camera back to me so I can talk to you guys. And hold on. All right, so I don't personally associate any kind of numbers with any kind of meaning, but whoever that last woman who was talking, I do agree with her about even numbers. For some reason, I feel like I have to round numbers up to an even number. I always have this even number thing in my head, but I don't associate numbers with. Let's see if I can turn it this way. I don't associate numbers with any kind of meaning, like 11:11 is this. Even if the Bible, I'm a Christian and I read the Bible, but I don't see like, oh, this passage is whatever. It's just a person who said this number means this at this point in time. Corinthians chapter 11, so forth. So that's because someone said this means at this time. I just never have associated a time to some kind of meaning. And honestly, I feel like these are coincidences. And, 9/11, 7/11, and all these things, certain things rhyme and certain things don't. But I've always seen them as coincidence. I can't say that word. So I just never have a meaning, feel like there's some kind of meaning behind it. I just never felt like that. But I do have this thing where I feel like OCD, I got to have an even number in my head or around, like if I'm paying a bill, I got to make sure the bill is paid down to, $500, pay $25 to get it to 500 because I don't like odd numbers. I've never liked odd numbers for some reason. And companies use this as a tactic too. They, as you said earlier, I think it was you, Carter Club, where You know, if you go shopping, I mean, why do they say, "Oh, this bag of chips is $2.99"? Why isn't it $3? Because if you say it's $2.99 in your head, you're thinking it's $2. You're not thinking it's three. It's actually a psychological, like there's some kind of study that where the first number, the dollar sign, is the number that you see in your head. So you're not really thinking of, oh, it's $3 plus tax. You're thinking, oh, it's two something. So yeah, I'm gonna grab that chip. The bag of chips is $2. I don't think I've ever seen even numbers for buying something. Unless it's a discount, they say, hey, you're saving 20%. Well, that's different. They're not going to say you're saving 19%.
Right.
But I associate
Also, definitely don't have even numbers.
Yeah, I've never associated numbers to any kind of meaning, really, per se.
Well, I've heard there are no coincidences, so
No, I mean, I personally, I believe in God. I believe things happen for a reason, but I've never. And TR knows the Bible well. I don't know, TR. Does the Bible say anything about? I know this says stuff about on the seventh day. On like a lot of sevens are involved. There's a lot of sevens, and there's a lot of numbers that are meaningful. But I've never felt in my personal life. I've never felt that numbers have meanings. Except for money, unless it's regarding money, it's your bank account. That's about all I can associate it with.
Yeah, in the Bible, it is seven. It is 7 and 3. So 7 and 3 are the two significant numbers in the Bible. So, like for instance, there's a lot of things that was done, and it is 3 times or 7 times. So.
Sorry,
and the change.
my daughter came in the room, and now all the coins are all over the place. Sorry, guys. So, my apologies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11, 11, 11. I'm listening though. I make you one.
So 7 and 3 are in the Bible.
7 and 3.
No,
7 and 3.
I'm saying those are significant things. Like they will tell you, the children of Israel marched around the walls of Jericho 7 times with a shout, and then the walls fell down. It tells you, and people, and they normally say 7 is God's perfect number. Scriptures would also tell you that Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights. It also says
How about Satan being 666? That does that hold true, or is that
what is 666?
that the devil? For that 666 means the devil. If you see that number, do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree.
I don't. Okay. Is that in the Bible?
Yes, 666 is in the Bible, and
You don't agree with?
it's a group of numbers that were added to 666. But 666 is not the devil. People use the devil to signify, or use 666 to be in significance with the devil.
And
But
what
it
is
is-
the whole section of the Bible called Numbers? What's that all about?
The what?
The Bible, the book of Numbers. The book of Numbers.
Book of numbers.
There's a book in the Bible. The book says Numbers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Numbers.
Yes, there's a book in the Bible by the name of Numbers, but
Right.
unfortunately, the book of Numbers don't speak necessarily about numbers. You would like to go into that particular book and see
Yeah,
several numbers,
like,
but in fact,
TR lived to about 500,000 years, and then SF Rose lived for about 600 million years, and then Carter Club lived for about 2 million years, which I don't understand how these people live that long.
yeah, the lifespan was longer Oh my goodness, this is going to be a whole nother topic, you know.
I was gonna say that's another show.
I'm not going to start on this one. This is
We
going to
can go
take us,
on and on about the Bible.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we're 11-11, you know, 7-Eleven, franchise and French fries.
No French fries. But 11:11 just has that meaning, like angels are around you, and
But what is? I
the
didn't.
universe is giving you some sort of message.
Is 11-11 from the Bible? Is that where you're getting it from, or where are you getting 11-11 from?
The 11:11 is not necessarily from the Bible, but I want to just address something quickly that Wayne said. Wayne said 666 is in the book of Revelations, and it talks about being the mark of the devil. Well, I can tell you, yes, 666 is in Revelation. That's for real, and it speaks of the beast. So 666 in the Bible is the mark of a man. Now, this mark is something different from what people take it to be these days, because people will tell you that 666 is the mark of the beast, but then the mark of the beast is not 666. The mark of the beast is actually a so the beast. Oh my goodness, this is going to take a lot of time, you know. The beast is
Show.
the beast is not an animal. You know what? We're gonna do this topic. I actually did one on my TR News. So there's a video on my TR News that is about that. Anyway, I don't have a lot of time on this show because I have another show at 9 o'clock. So I personally will have to go. So
I
I
got
will
that for dinner actually.
I will do.
Mark,
When we started, CJ.
is that the mark of?
Probably is. Probably it is. You know.
What happened to Cardi Club?
I said, see what you started. You opened up a
Sorry.
whole other
And
can of worms.
it's too much to comprehend in such a short period of time. But I know that you very well and explain these kinds of things. I know you stuff. So that's why I like to ask questions. I've never heard of 11-11 before until now, so it's new to me.
I never did when I was younger. I didn't have, when I was younger, if I looked at a time or whatever, I didn't actually pay attention. But the older I've gotten,
Okay.
the more like, I guess, spiritual or things happen repeatedly. So if you see a number sequence over and over and over and over again in different scenarios, that's like somebody's trying to tell you something. And I believe in, spirits and that kind of stuff. So my husband's the same way. He doesn't believe in any of that. So
Yeah, I don't know. I think that honestly, a lot of these kind of things is how, and I could be wrong, but I feel it's how you're raised. I think if your parents were very about numbers and they felt like, even when I was younger, and I don't agree with it, they're like, oh, you got to play that birthday, that's Daddy's birthday, or you got to play his birthday because he died, and October 21st, the lottery is going to hit on the lottery, and it means something. So you got to go to play the lottery. Like, I never agreed with the fact that someone's death date is, going to play in the lottery, and that it's some kind of meaning, and that they're the reason why they won. Because, I just don't. I don't know. I don't.
right.
That's where I feel like it's a coincidence. I just.
Yeah, I think if something like that happened to me or something that I didn't see repeatedly over and over, I would probably feel the same way. But
Yeah.
like literally every day when I look at the clock, it's 11:11 or 4:44.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Do you feel?
like daily. So
Do you feel that you're training yourself to look at the clock at that actual time?
no, because it's not something that you can train yourself to do or look at the clock and say, oh, let me look at it at 11:11. It's just like something that would naturally happen. Like you glance at the clock. Like you're not thinking about glancing at the clock, but you look at the clock and oh, okay, it's 11:11 or it's 4:44. I just think to it's like the angels are trying to give you, or the universe is trying to give you a message. So this is the way they're pulling you in or giving you,
Do
you
you
know.
set the clock at any other time of the day?
Well, yeah, I do around dinner time, lunchtime, because I have to feed these guys, you know. So,
So you do see
but
different
anytime
times.
I'm just sitting there and I look up at the clock to see what time it is, it'll say 11:11. So it'll be either before lunch or at before midnight.
You do see different times when you're
Oh
looking
yeah,
at the clock,
of course.
but you feel that you just always see 11:11 and what was it? 4:11,
4:44.
34.
4:44.
Oh.
4:44.
So if I see these numbers, what am I supposed to do?
So when I was sitting here last night trying to figure out what today's topic was going to be, when I looked at the clock, it was 11:11. So I decided to go and Google it, which is like, what is the true meaning of 11:11? But if it happens to you repeatedly, I'm not saying you look at the clock and it's 11:11 and oh, you have this feeling that somebody's trying to tell you something. It happens over and over and over again to me. So I've felt within this past year that, my angels, the universe, somebody's trying to tell me something or give me I resonate with it. So if you don't resonate with it, you're probably not going to feel anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting. I never
If it
heard.
doesn't make sense to you or you don't resonate with it, you're not going to, have the same feeling or.
Yeah, I just never. I don't feel any kind of connection to time.
Right.
How old I am and how when I wake up in my body and how I feel and stuff like that.
Right.
So, but this is interesting. Of course, another interesting topic. So, thank you for having me on. Hopefully, made you laugh, but I enjoyed it. Thank you, TR.
Thank you.
And eating French fries or something. So, he doesn't even hear me. So, all right. Thank you, Car Club. I'll see you.
Thanks, CJ.
Of course, I hear you.
All right, brother. Love you, man.
All right,
See you
talk
guys.
later. Okay.
All right.
With that said, I will just say my last piece because I'm getting off of here, and I think Carter's getting off as well. So
Yes.
I just want to say thanks to everybody for coming out tonight. Thank you, Wayne, for coming out and sharing your little bit. Triple Juice, thank you for sharing with us. Tony Damien, Mr. Fulton, Vermont Paint and Photos, Cindy Randall, Blacklight Records, Empath Embracing Life, and everybody, SF Rose, Amy Cardival, and everybody that was here tonight. I want to say thank you so much for coming out tonight. I think I have another show at 9 o'clock tonight, so I'll be bringing on a Jamaican artist at 9 o'clock, so I'm going to prepare for that right now. So I will catch you all later. Thank you so much for having me, Carter Club, and until then,
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, guys. Thank everybody for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.